Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday, the 28th of August to Friday, the 1st of September, 2023. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, let's start with the Nifty chart. So let's go on to the monthly time frame here. And if you look at the monthly chart of the Nifty, we are still seeing a little bit of bearishness for this month. This candle is yet to close, and this is going to close on the 31st. This is your closest monthly demand, which is this drop base rally. Price has made a new high here. Let's move on to the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we are seeing a little bit of bearishness coming in. We do see this low being taken out. And since then, price is just hovering this area. So if you just draw a horizontal line over here, markets are holding onto this area. So I think the 19,200 odd level is acting as a strong support for the market. If we go on to the daily chart now, the horizontal line that I had just plotted is holding up nicely. And then we also have these areas of supply at the top. So this level is still intact to the upside. And we also have a level of demand over here, which is this rally base rally. You can either mark it wick to wick, or you can also construct it from the wick to the body of the base, right? So 19,006, 18,861 level of demand, 19,706, 19,806 is going to be your level of supply. All right, if we move on to now the 75-minute chart. So last week, we did see this area playing out nicely. This was an area that was plotted in the last week analysis as well. And prices gapped straight into this area, giving a nice downside. Now we are looking at these lows here. These lows have been breached. So any kind of uptick into this market might lead to another round of selling pressure, which means that prices should not be breaking above 19,603. And in case if the market does crack, we do have this gap level over here, which is going to be an area to watch out for, which is also coinciding with the 19,200 odd level. And then just below it, you have another level of demand. So these are going to be the key levels to watch out for the coming week. On the supply front, you have a fresh level of supply, which is sitting right here. That seems to be a good level, 19,704 to 19,772. If we go on to the 15-minute chart, just get rid of this. So today, we did see a little bit of an upswing, but markets were unable to sustain the moment they came closer towards this gap. We saw a little bit of selling pressure coming in. So on the 15-minute chart, we do see this gap area here, and anything above this will lead to a little bit of more buying pressure. But this is going to be an important and a key area for the Nifty to break in case if the markets do want to move to the upside. In case the markets don't or are unable to break this level, then we might see another round of a downside on the Nifty. And the gap level that I was talking about is going to be this area to watch out for. So we'll just include this level as well as this gap level as well. It's level on top of level. So these are going to be the key areas of demand and supply on the Nifty. All right, I think now we can move to the Banknifty, and let's check what the Banknifty is up to. So let's add that to the chart list over here. All right, so let's look at the Bank Nifty. All right, let's start with the monthly chart and let's see what is Bank Nifty up to. So Bank Nifty is also showing us a little bit of bearishness. However, we see a little bit of price pulling back from the lows over here on the monthly chart. The level of demand is right here. So after making a new high, 40,608, 38,645. If we move on to the weekly chart of the Bank Nifty is still pretty much holding this level of demand. And it is showing some kind of movement to the upside. We did see a little bit of a selling pressure coming in on the Bank Nifty, but today again the markets have shown a little bit of positivity, and there might be a possibility that Bank Nifty might try to move towards the 45,000 odd level. At least that is what is being seen on the chart. Let's move on to the daily chart here. And on the daily chart, we see that this level of demand was a crucial area of demand. It did base here for quite some time before taking off. Then price came into this area, uh, reacted to this level of supply. Now we are again coming back into this area of demand. So we are again retesting this area. And now if there is any strength that is going to come into the Nifty, more or less it's going to push Bank Nifty also to the upside. And more or less this level is going to be sooner or later going to be tested. So if you look at this price action over here, these are going to be the key levels to watch out for in the coming weeks on the Bank Nifty. All right, let's move on to the 75-minute chart and let's check what's happening on the 75-minute chart. So 75-minute chart, the levels are pretty clear. We have this level of demand, which is in play right now. So this is that drop base rally level. Price came here. And now we have another level, rally-based rally, which is holding up this area. Price gapped into this area and then started moving up. There is no clear level of supply here. So the clearest level of supply is sitting up right here now. Okay. So this is something to watch out for. And maybe we might just keep a close watch on the 45,000 round number over here, which is, yeah, somewhere over here. That's where the highest call open interest is. So that's also been a previous resistance point. So there might be a little bit of selling pressure coming here, or maybe some kind of profit booking just in case if Bank Nifty does move towards the 45,000 level. Quite likely, but let's see what happens. All right, let's move on to the 15-minute chart of Bank Nifty now, and let's see if there are any key levels here. So we did see this level of demand. Prices are holding on to this area right now and give a nice bounce. No clear level of supply, but there is one very, very interesting level over here, which is this area, drop-based drop. And this area is above all this price action over here. So there's a potential kind of a trap level being set up close to around 45,261 to 45,412 to watch out on the Bank Nifty in case if the market starts to show some strength. All right, let's move on to the Nifty Financial Services now, which is the Finnifty index. So let's quickly load that. Let's check some of the key levels on Finnifty. All right, so let's look. There are some markings already done on the chart. So pretty much the monthly level of demand is intact here. I'm just going to remove these two lines. So this is your level of demand, 18,380, 17,276. A little bit of selling pressure has been seen on all the charts and also on the Finnifty. I would also like to keep this level plotted here, rally-based rally, since it's made a new high and now we are testing this level. And we can see a little bit of reaction now, very similar to the Bank Nifty also. So the weekly chart of Finnifty is also showing a similar bounce after a little bit of a sell-off last week. And now on the daily chart, we have these key levels of supply on Nifty Financial Services. Very, very similar to the Nifty, right? So key levels to watch out for: 20,013, 20,120, again, round number. Prices have not been there. And then, of course, this gap area, 20,203, 20,411. So in case if the Bank Nifty does show a lot of strength, expect the Fin Nifty also to move towards these areas, right? So this will create some trading opportunities for short-term traders. If we look at the 75-minute chart, we have this area of supply, which is going to be a temporary barrier for the Fin Nifty to break to the upside. So it's going to be very, very important for the Fin Nifty to sustain this, because if you see here, market straight away gapped into this supply on the 24th of August and give a very, very strong sell-off. And thereafter, on the 25th of August, we gapped into this area of demand, and now the prices are moving up, right? So this is today's entire price action, which means that there is a possibility that markets can move towards this area once again, right? So any break of this 19,968 level will push the market towards these higher time frame supply zones. Okay, that's pretty much on the Bank Nifty. Let's look at the USDINR. So let's load the USDINR now. Okay, so as the USD-INR chart loads, we are seeing a breakout on the USD-INR chart. And now it'll be interesting to see whether we get a close about this consolidation, right? So every time the market has tried to break these highs, it's failing to break these highs. And in case if the USD-INR starts to, again consolidate or start to move down, then that will indicate that the Nifty, Bank Nifty, Sensex all will start moving to the upside. Now here we can already see some signs of that false breakout coming in, where we saw the breakout and the price was unable to sustain the breakout. But still, because this demand zone is still intact, there is a possibility price could come back into this area and then reverse and start making new highs. Okay, so it's too early to say that. On the daily chart, we were seeing this level of demand. Price broke this level. And now, since price has broken the level, this becomes your new level of supply on the USD-INR. So a temporary barrier has been created on the USD-INR around 82, rather to say 83 levels to 83.20. And to the downside, we have this entire consolidation, but we also have this gap level over here, right? So it'll be interesting to see if the market does pull back towards this gap and then starts moving to the upside. So keep a close watch on the daily demand and supply zones of the USD-INR. Okay, let's closely keep a watch on some of the stock here. So let's check TCS, since we haven't looked at TCS since a long time. All right, so let's have a look at TCS, and let's look at some of the key levels on TCS. Okay. So this is the monthly chart of TCS. Price is just consolidating here between these two areas. So this is going to be acting like a barrier now for TCS. Already we can see that there is some selling pressure coming in from these levels. If we look at the weekly chart, on the weekly chart, this gap level is pretty obvious, right? So this is going to be that gap supply. and we are creating a little bit of a higher low formation here. So there is a possibility that we might inch towards this 36.59, but it's also very, very important for us to check what the USD INR is doing, right? So any boost in the USD INR is also going to propel these stocks to come towards the supply zones. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next time frame. So on the daily chart, we have this pro gap over here. So nice strong move to the upside. Although we do have this little bit of trading to the left here, but since the price has given a strong move here, the only concern that I see now on TCS is this level has not printed a new high yet, right? So might act as a temporary bounce because this supply zone is still holding. So from the current market price, these are the two key levels of supply and demand on TCS. If we go to the 75-minute chart, on the 75-minute chart, this is your level of demand. Let me just plot it. Yeah, this is your level of demand, and pretty much this area is going to be your area of supply. Okay. So keep a close watch on these two levels. All right, so pretty much this was the analysis for this week. I hope you enjoyed the analysis. Like we always say that if you do like our analysis, please give your valuable comments in the chat box. Do hit the subscription button and do subscribe to our channel. Let your friends, relatives know that we are providing you with this information. Hoping to see you next week. Have a safe trading week, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.